So food-wise, what would you sort of
those two?
I wouldn't eat any of these beers because like they're liquid. You know, brewing is a lot of hard work and a lot of it is by yourself, and then to share those beers with people at the end of the week is so rewarding.
Hi, I'm Johan.
I'm Trent O'Brien.
Jono, if you could just introduce yourself.
I've got my slides.
That's it? Yeah. Right, so...
Okay, I'm Jono. I'm the owner and the head cleaner out here at Brewing Co.
Apparently this one has chocolate nibs in it. I'm quite enjoying it.
Oh yeah, with the light. It's quite quite sort of. Is it sweet? Yeah. No, not really. And yeah, but I don't mind it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, not too sweet.
Well, I'm Jono. We started this brew with my partner Emma, Arc Brewing Co. It is in the corner to Warrington, along State Highway 1, about 15 minutes out of town.
Yeah, the beautiful Blueskin region,
Yeah,
Blueskin Bay region.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here today to represent the Blueskin Bay region.
So we've got so this first beer here is dry hop saison. So it basically the idea with it, it's a Belgian style beer, but it's very much in the line of the kind of a modern New Zealand ingredients. We use Nelson Sauvin as a Whirlpool edition, and that's at a really high rate. So that basically means finished as soon as it's boiled. We go in with a big charge of Kiwi Nelson Sauvin hops, and then it sits there steeping at about 80 degrees. And that just sort of soaks in all the aroma and flavour of those hops. Then once it's finished fermenting with our SAISON yeast, you know, at that stage it's a really complex beer, but then we go and dry hop it with these cool Kiwi hops, Rakau and Wakaturi, and they just impart some really cool, interesting citrusy flavours. So it's quite unique in the sense that it's just a really complex beer, but it's just really drinkable and refreshing. So it's kind of cool. This guy here, the Red Ale, it's been a really good beer for us. It's a beer that's approachable for everybody. You know, we get all sorts of people walk forms of life,
all round it,
and that just kind of like it breaks the ice a lot of the time. It gets people. Here's your beer, mate.
Yep, oh, thank you.
Yeah. And it's just a good way to people kind of get familiar with craft beer. You know, the pilsners of today they're so cool and they're awesome, but they're just real whacking of hops.
Yeah.
And this almost just kind of like has its same hop profile, but it's got all this malt around it, and so you just have a really nice balanced beer that's kind of structured from all different angles.
It's more layered.
A lot more layered, yeah. It's hoppy, but it's not over the top hoppy.
Yeah. I know a lot of older people I know don't like beers that are overly hopped.
No.
Really hoppy beers, they kind of, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
But so something that's not too hard on that.
But it's got the hop profile there. If you know, like it's not screamed out in front, but it is behind it.
Yeah.
And then they just sort of like it's just a bit of a bridging sort of exercise that you go, oh, actually I quite enjoy the subtleness of those hops.
Yeah.
The idea of something that has that shining through a wee bit more.
Yeah.
And that can be like a really cool way to get people started on it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we've got the brown porter, which Trent's drinking now. And you know, this is our first dark ale that we've done out here, so There's still a lot of room to kind of tweak that guy. I'm happy where it's at. It's really drinkable, which is really important for beer, is its drinkability.
Can I try that?
You can try one of those, or you can try his. You can share germs. Sharing's caring, really. At the end of the day, everyone's got the same germs out here, really.
Oh, that's good, eh?
Yeah. So I'll have a wee taste. But it's definitely it's really chocolate and espresso forward. And then it's definitely got some biscuity sort of malt characteristics in there as well. And
yeah, it's heavy malty sort of taste on it.
And then we've laid in their oats as well, which we use them. Use that a lot in our pale beers too. But that just gives it a bit of slickness and a bit of texture. And then the fourth guy. So the fourth guy is actually, these two beers are actually the same beer. Ironically, this one's a lot hazy because of the dry hop edition. But then this guy is the kind of the naked expression of what that beer is, and you get a lot more of those sort of earthier, spicy kind of notes that yeast actually pushes forward. And then it's got like just a sort of hint of citrus.
It's the yeast that gives it that
100%
saison flavour.
So saisons are a really cool type of beer.
And they originate in
So they're actually
Belgium?
a Belgian, they're a Belgian style ale.
Somewhere
But
in Belgium.
it's basically, the flagship saison of the world is the Saison du Pont. And it's just a magnificent beer. It's just really aromatic, it's zesty, and it's just bone dry.
That would be saison of the bridge.
It must be.
Of the bridge.
Of the bridge.
Pont in French is bridge.
Oh, is it?
I think.
Yeah.
Mais oui.
Hey,
Mange two.
you guys are telling the story now, so I'll let you. Yeah.
Are we slurring?
No. But it's a wicked style of beer because at the end of the day it's dry, it's refreshing, and it's got like a punchy sort of flavour and aroma to it.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
So food-wise, what would you sort of
those two.
I wouldn't eat any of these beers because like they're liquid. But if I was, that way inclined, I'd tip it over some bread and just have a
Oh, really?
So those two would go really, really well.
Yep.
Being Belgian beers, they'd have to go with moules et frites.
Of course.
So moule marinière.
Everybody likes a bit of sausage.
What? Moules marinière, so mussels and white wine and garlic.
I'm going to pretend to know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
White wine and garlic.
And the big thing, in Belgium, southern Belgium, so French-speaking Belgium, is they do thin fries. With mayo.
Mayonnaise and that shit, man.
Yeah, they do mayo. No ketchup. You don't have ketchup. You have mayo.
Yeah, but that's okay.
And you have mussels.
Yeah.
So it's mussels, chips, and that sort of beer.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
those two, I haven't got a fucking clue.
You can eat that with anything. But I reckon that pairs perfectly with Kai Pipi out in the food truck.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Bit of seafood?
What's that?
And seafood?
With seafood?
Yeah. Those two with seafood.
The big thing, like every pub in Belgium serves mussels, chips, and this sort of beer.
Yeah. Can't say life.
Yeah. I think I have to.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh. Thanks for watching. I hope that you can come out and introduce yourself, say that you've seen us here. So
come out and experience the beer and experience the region, and definitely from us you won't be disappointed.